Hey everybody, so what I ended up doing is breaking this into a different video. I already did do the tire rotation and drained the oil out and greased it, did it off camera because quite frankly it's too hard being on jack stands and bringing you guys with me, and there's like a million videos of people doing this. However, this is what I'm running. I have high mileage Pennzoil. I run a Hyperloop supplement. Works really well. I'm going to put a new air filter in. I'm going to give it the old gas tank tune-up. So that's what we're doing right now. So we're going to fill it up, get the new air filter put in, and yes, I change my air filters every 20,000 to 30,000 miles. I don't care if they're not dirty or not, because you've also got moisture and things like that that inhibit airflow going in. So, somebody's like, the air filter will look dirty. Well, because probably not as dirty as it could be. But why inhibit performance of the engine and make things struggle for a $10 filter? Pop the old cap here off the bottle. Now there are people who like Lucas and other things like that. Some say don't even put this in here, but I've never had an issue and it's actually helped it out quite a bit. So I've been running it for the last, I think, 30 or 40,000 miles now. And this thing's got 238,000 miles on the clock. The rust is starting to catch up on my fenders and things like that, but for being an 04 with that many miles, it's doing really well. This thing gets about 1,000 miles or more per month put on it. It only holds 5.5, but I overfill it because it's got a leak. It'll average about 1/4 of a quart a week, give or take. Sometimes less, sometimes more. I know where the leak is. And it's one of those things where I just don't want to do it right now. And quite frankly, I've actually been saying that for probably 2 years. Because on trailblazers, the front drive shaft runs through your oil pan. Which means either you have to pull the engine out, or you got to try and drop a whole bunch of stuff off the bottom. And since it only goes through about 1/4 of a quart a week, I really don't care right now. Oil's not that expensive. You just buy the cheap stuff to add into it. I mean, some can disagree with me, but quite honest, I don't care. If it gets worse, I'll do it. Right now it's kind of staying in that spot where I don't necessarily got to do it now, but it is in the back of my head that I'm going to be doing it soon. There's a 5-quart jug of the good stuff. I was going to try and get you guys some shots yesterday. What we were doing is we were doing brake lines on the Hummer. We replaced all but 2 brake lines. And then we did some brake lines on the other older Ram. But yeah, we're on a time crunch, so we just hurried it up. So your brake lines are cut and dry. It's just, the Hummer's got the harder version of the ABS module, so it took a lot longer to do. It's still 1/4-inch brake lines with 5/16 supply lines from the master. 9/16 fittings. That's here nor there. Let's go dump the good stuff in the gas tank. We just put like $40 in fuel, which all honesty really isn't nothing because gas prices are like $4.50 a gallon. And I'm not doing this to save fuel economy, it's just try to hopefully keep the internals of the engine okay. Does it help? I don't know. I like to think that it does. One day I'll know when if we ever pull an engine apart or something like that ran it, that shows that it does work. But anyways, I gotta pull these pieces off, pop the cover off. All my screws are broken missing, so it just kind of sits here. So if you're wondering why I don't undo the screws, it's because there are none. And this vehicle has been fluid filmed from front to back. And I fluid film it, or touch up fluid filming it every oil change. If I see a spot that looks like it's rusting or a spot that looks like it came off, I grab a rattle can and I kind of give it a good douching. Kind of like that screw's going to get some. Try not to hurt your airflow sensor wire too much. Like I said, it's not really dirty, but it's got some crap in there, so we're going to change it. I prefer the white filters just because you can see the dirt better, but I didn't get one of those, but I don't know if you can see the difference per se. I can get the lights better here. I mean, there is a difference. The camera may not show it too much, but there is a difference. said, all my screws are missing. I'm just kind of here for a cover and to keep the information on the lid. Plug's okay for now. A little bit of lube can go a long way. All right. Alright, the air filter's in, oil's in, the new alternator from the previous video's done. We put the stuff in the tank, tires been rotated, I already greased the front end, I already checked the steering, suspension, so the only things left I gotta do now is check the transfer case, the transmission, the rear differential, make sure there's nothing hanging or loose, and then do a light check. I gotta vacuum it. I gotta check the AC on this thing. I'm not gonna make a video of any of that stuff. I'm just gonna kind of haul tail. So I get this done. It's around 11 o'clock. I gotta be somewhere. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.